Welcome to Abu Dhabi 2021 Season 2. It is lights out. And away we go for the final race of Season 2. What a great getaway by Harry to keep that P1 position, but what a great getaway by Evan to get up to that P3 position. Down goes Cole into our P6 position. Jamie got that P5 position, but it's dropped down to P6 as Cole got the overtake on Jamie, but Jamie is fighting back for that P5 position and does keep it going into the corner. Callum is still in P4. Evan is in P3, massive improvement, as I said. Preston's still in that P1 position, but Harry has a lot of work here to do today. If he wants to keep that P1 position, can he keep it though? That's definitely be the question. But now Cole down in P6. That's not something you see for a championship contender, but he may be looking for an overtake here. Maybe looking to go on the inside. He can't. Jamie goes on the outside and beats him to it. Bounces over the curb, and Cole is now catching up to him, potentially going for the overtake. We do need to pull up the data. Why haven't I yet? I do not know. But there you go. Cole now using his full ERS to get past Jamie, and he does, and goes into that bend in that P5 position. But Jamie may be fighting back here, may want that position back, and he is. But Cole is getting away from Jamie. Nice work here, I must say, for Cole to get away. And here we go now with Callum still in P4. We have Evan still in P3. Preston in P2 and Harry in P1. Jamie, however, has dropped down to P12 here. He has lost quite a few overtakes. Not sure if he's spun out or something, but who knows. He has lost quite a few overtakes. That's a P15 position. P16 is that damage for Jamie. Yes, it is. He's going into pits. I believe it is his right wing here. So very unlucky for Jamie here. He's going to have to do a change of strategy here. What can he pull out the bag? Who knows? But Callum gets a good exit, but so does Cole. DRS is looming, 0.5 second gap, and Cole does have that DRS, potentially using his ERS, and yes he does, and little spurs his ERS, going past Callum on the inside, and nicely done there by Cole to get that P3 position from Callum. Now has to hunt the other Ferrari of Preston with a 4 second gap here. Can he close that gap fast enough? That's definitely been the interesting question. Well, no, wait, hold up. Cole was getting the overtake on Preston here. Nicely done, but Preston might be fighting back here, but he can't. Cole manages just to squeeze past. I believe it was on the inside of Preston. Now Preston goes a bit wide, but yes, Cole has got the overtake on Preston, I mean. And now, because of that, well, it was already, but right now, on lap 7, Cole is your championship winner here. Wow. We've all been waiting for some competition between the two championship contenders. Now, Cole trying his utter best to get past, but he can't pull it off. Harry went on the inside of the corner. Cole was pushed to the outside, and Cole could not get the overtake, but that does not mean that Cole won't try again. And Cole is trying again with the DRS here, trying to go on the outside, but Harry tried to close him off, but he couldn't. Little bit of wheel contact sends Harry off the track, and Cole firmly takes that P1 position. Right. Jamie has retired from the session. I don't blame him. Safety car here. Has he DNF'd or is he retired? I'm not sure here. But that is a safety car. Might have something to do with the George Russell going down a few positions. I'm not too sure. But safety car really works in favour of Cole here. And that has actually majorly worked in favour of Cole. But Harry may be going for the overtake on the outside of Yuki Tsunoda. And he does get it. Does he use the DRS? And I believe he did. He was getting a lot of speed out of it, so I believe he did use the DRS, got past Yuki Tsunoda, and that is the first overtake we've been seeing in a while, people. So nicely done, that's for sure. He's done it again. He's actually done it again. Last season, raced for second place. He was in it. He DNF'd. Harry has DNF'd once again at the same track, costing him the championship. That confirms it, people. I get to say this once again. That confirms it. Not for second place this time. And it's not Callum. It's in fact Harry. It's in fact Carl, for first place, here is your Drivers' Champion, World Drivers' Champion of Season 2. That is Carl. Wow. I cannot believe that. Really, but now Carl may be going for an overtake on Preston here. He is seriously gaining on Preston. If he can just see for this overtake, potentially might get the DRS on the straight coming up. I'm sure he will, in fact. With that 0.3 second gap, now 5 second penalty for Giovinazzi for ignoring the yellow flag. Very unlucky for Giovinazzi, but now Carl trying to get the overtake on that bed, but he couldn't. Now going after Preston, using that DRS, using his but basically what is left of his ERS, goes on the inside of Preston and gets the overtake. Nice, easy done, but Preston may be fighting back here, but Preston cannot get on the inside because Carl does, and Preston sadly does lose out on that P1 position, and it's back to being Carl for that P1 position. Nicely done by Carl to get that P1 position, I must say, for sure. Yeah, 90 laps. A 19 lap hold mediums to Preston, and 20 lap hold mediums for Callum. But now Evan has just got past Mick Schumacher. Nice work for Evan to get that overtake. First overtake we've seen by Evan today, well, for the whole of his race career. Can he be in season 3? Can we see him improve? It would be a great time to see him in season 3. We haven't seen many, that's for sure. And it's not going to be good for the highlights. What is Evan doing? He went on the inside of that corner. He went over the curb inside of that corner. I do not know what Evan was thinking here, but due to that, Mick Schumacher taking advantage, go ahead, but Evan says, no you don't, and has taken back that position. Nicely done by Evan to take that position back. He's trying to keep it now, but there's Carl, of course, don't ignore the blue flag. He hasn't. What has Evan done? Has he just gone into Schumacher? Schumacher tried to get ahead of him and just hasn't worked or something. I don't know, but now Mick Schumacher ahead of him once again. Now Evan's going to have to try and get ahead of Mick Schumacher. I'm sure he does, but virtual safety car here. He cannot get ahead of him right now because of that. Wow. Will it be a full safety car? I don't think it was, because it wasn't a crash on track. It was more of a crash offside. So it's going to remain a virtual safety car, I do believe here. But drive-through penalty, spinning under the VSC. Oh, Evan, what are you doing, man? He's going to have to pull off that drive-through penalty. I'm pretty sure it's going to completely waste all the positions he has made here today. But who knows for sure? We shall find out in a minute, I'm sure. Just 10-second time penalty for corner car for Evan, and he has DNF'd here. Very unfortunate race. That is 3 races for now DNF'd here. We have 3 left, and that is your top 3 currently. Carl, Preston, and Callum. So what a race we have. What has races transpired here. So here we go. The last lap of the season. This is it, people. This is what it all comes down to. Can Carl get the home run just on this last lap? Not step out, not crash, not DNF or anything. Just survive this last lap. Can he truly do that? I believe he can, but he'll have to pull out this out of the bag, that's for sure. And then we're coming round the hairpin, nicely done there, and round the hairpin quite nicely, and on to the main straight now, down the main straight, pulling it down, using the bare bones of the ERS he has left just to enjoy the ride whilst he can. Now about to come up to the chicane. Here we go round the chicane, and through we come round the last bit of the chicane, nicely onto the straight once again. No DRS, of course, because he's not behind anybody, but he has got that ERS to make sure to get ahead. Will he blue flag anybody on his last lap? Who knows? But he's going round the chicane now. Nicely done round the chicane. There we go, round the corner. There we go. Not losing too much, not going over that curb too much. And now Ramos bends, nicely done. Nicely, absolutely nicely done. And round that bend as well, nicely done. And yes, I will keep saying nicely done, alright. Round the corner, not too fast, not too losing too much speed. Of course, he won't care about speed because he's 1 minute ahead of Preston. So he's no longer under threat. Round the final corner, and here is your winner of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix and your new World Drivers Champion of Season 2, people. He's giving us a little, what is he doing? Well, that's the way to finish off. Just crash into Sonoda, why don't you? 5-second penalty, time penalty. Well, that's a lot of penalties because that won't matter. But here is your winner of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix and your new World Drivers Champion for the first time ever. And of course, World Drivers Champion of Season 2, and not just that, but your Constructors Champion, along with his Drivers Championship contender Harry. Of course, for Constructors Champions, Red Bull. Well done to Carl. Absolutely great, magnificent job. Well done. Congratulations. Well done throughout the season to Cole, I must say. And will he be back in Season 3 to compete for a second World Drivers' Championship? Well, you all have to stick around for the interview coming along. But well done to your new champion, as Preston, the previous champion, crosses the line in P2, and as the previous Constructors Champion alongside Preston in Williams crosses line in Ferrari, Callum. And that is the end of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix of Season 2. Thank you all for joining us here today to crown your new World Drivers Champion and Constructors Champion. Driver Day once again goes to Sebastian Vettel. I won't argue that anymore. And here is your podium for the final time on F1 2021 of Season 2. You have Callum in P3. Preston in P2, so you have your Ferrari P3, P2 for the first time in a while since Silverstone, and your new World Drivers Champion and one half of your Constructors Champions, Carl, finishing off in P1. Well done to everyone for a race today. And here is your final leaderboard of Season 2 and F1 2021. Your new Drivers Champion and Constructors, I know I keep saying, but still, new Drivers Champion of Season 2. You have Carl in P1, your previous Drivers Champion Season 1 and Constructors Champions, you have Preston in P2 and Callum in P3. Then unfortunately due to DNFs, you have Jamie, Harry and Evan DNFing, and Rafik unfortunately couldn't make it. But thank you all for joining us for not only this race, but the whole season. What a great season this has been. And we will be back very soon with Season 3 of the D-Snakes F1 Championship. See you then, people. I hope you enjoyed. See you then.